Norwood is pawn shops,
Norwood
man.
is one large pawn.
Yeah, dude. Like that was stolen by someone's ex-wife. And
Yeah, that was involved. That base has showed up on court documents
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a shitty Mexican jazz bass.
Yeah. No, Norwood is one giant pawn shop. I would go there. What's the big one? Ted's Pawn.
The one I went to, it might be that one.
Ted's, that's the Mac Daddy at Norwood.
It's
Norwood
right by
pawn
the
shops.
Little Caesars.
Yeah.
What's that road that rips right through Norwood?
Montgomery.
Is it Montgomery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag. That's the Sunset Strip, baby.
Yeah, dude. Norwood's tight. Norwood gets a bad rap because it's not Cincinnati, you know?
It's not Cincinnati. Norwood does rule, but they also have their own issues. Like,
oh,
first of all,
I'm saying it sarcastically, man.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Norwood
bankrupt.
sucks.
They just found out that their drinking water has been contaminated for like years because there were a bunch of dead birds in there.
Are you
and
serious?
Like no one ever inspected it.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy, dude.
It is weird how you go. Well, you know what's actually kind of weird about that is there are two bars because you know where you go over, what is it, 74? And then 71, and then you're in Norwood. But there's the edge. Like the Edge Inn.
Oh, the Edge is
and
like,
the Pilot Inn. Both
the
of
Edge
them.
Is where the Edge is like you just lost a child,
dude.
And now you're drinking. That's the level of depravity in the Edge, and I've been there many times.
How many times have you been there?
I mean, I don't know, more than 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you lived in Cincinnati for
I lived
your,
very
whole
close
life.
to it.
Yeah.
The Edge is dark though.
You didn't even live that close, dude.
I lived down Madison.
Yeah, down Madison.
What a way
yeah.
to start a podcast.
Yeah. No, that's funny though. You would schlep that far, like going to.
It's not far. It's 5 minutes.
You would drive there?
Yeah.
Isn't it dude? That's crazy to think about.
We should not go further into this.
No.
But yeah. I drove. Come on now. What do you want to do? Leave my fucking car? You want me to walk? Dude, people who walk down Madison at like midnight, those are like vampires, basically. I've encountered many of them.
Yeah. You could have walked.
Dude, you know what the number one thing you see in Norwood is? Is a guy, let me phrase this
Are we going to just do Norwood, Ohio?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say Norwood, Ohio, but this is like, what we're really talking about here are like deindustrialized little shithole neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Community, wherever that may be.
Towns.
Gary, Indiana.
That's where my mom's from.
You know, probably Toledo, parts of Toledo,
Youngstown,
Detroit.
yeah.
When you're in like a really bad part of that city, everyone you meet, it is the worst day of their life. Like they're just like, so many people come up to you like, man, dude, today's fuck. Like you ever see like a drifter? I'm not talking about homeless people. I'm just talking about like drifters, like dudes who like have an apartment, like white dudes, usually like have cornrows or like into Eminem.
Okay.
Like wannabe gangsters. They got a place,
Some
but
rabbits.
they're still just like drifting around all the time. You know what I mean? And the kind of guy like, might ask you for $1 or something like that. And you always like see him in the distance. That guy's always kind of starts out like, oh, fuck, man. Like they start like.
They got bad energy.
Yeah, they're starting to
That's just manifesting itself.
Yeah, they're just like, God damn it. Like really trying to play it up.
Yeah.
And they're like, man.
They want you to
fuck.
ask.
And then they come up and then they're like, hey, man, dude. This never happens, man. My tire's blown out. I'm trying to get to Batavia. Like
we've talked about this guy.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
And it's just like, very common at a UDF.
Yeah.
That the UDF is the spawn site of these Trevors.
Dude, I feel like people that ask me for dollars, when I say no thanks, and I was like, no, sorry. And when you say no, sorry, I swear to God, they respect you. They're like, oh yeah, no worries, man. It's like, do you know what I mean? They like pull the facade down and they're like, oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah, no.
We're just guys. But when they're like, when they get a sucker, when they get a bite, I feel like then they keep asking for more.
Yeah.
Like they respect you if you're like, no, sorry. They're like, thanks for not being an asshole. Yeah. And good on you for.
Dude, I got no beef with like, not even just the homeless community, but the drifter community. Bums. Just drifters,
bums,
dudes.
dude. Yeah.
They're not like totally fucked. They got an apartment. They got some place in Norwood. It ain't great. They got like a Boost mobile phone. It's usually like a guy named Trevor, They're not totally fucked. They're just like kind of. They're like, but they're
they're takers.
Like, which route are they gonna take? Are you gonna be like the evil guy who's like selling drugs, fucking up his community, or are you gonna be like the cool guy who's just like, man, I'm just kind of fucked. Like, you got money,
right? Yeah,
I'll drink, I'll smoke cigarettes. Like, that's like the less harmful society. If you just want to drink booze and smoke cigarettes, I support that. You get $1 every time. But if you're like,
what are they trying to do?
If you're doing bad shit with it, man.
Like
if you're
what?
spreading drugs around, using it to buy like hookers, stuff like that. No, dude. That's a public health situation.
So you're saying if the more mild the vice, the more likely you are to give it.
For sure. They're directly correlated. Like,
Okay.
if you're just trying to like drink, like a Cobra or like,
buy a pack.
Old English.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck, take it. Dude, I'm on your team for sure.
Okay.
I got no beef with the drifter community. I don't want it to come across that way.
That's what's funny to me is I watch so much like dark, depraved, like real shit on YouTube and stuff.
I know.
Just like documentary.
We've talked about this.
It's crazy.
Surrounding the homeless community.
Mostly, yeah. Yeah. Or drug addicts and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's wild to me that what people do for like talking to the drug addicts, they're just like, I'm getting my drugs. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, I have nothing to lose. But at the end of the day, because they have like 36 hours to get $150, because most of them, it's like $150 is what you need to get 36 hours of like a heroin to not feel withdrawal symptoms. And if you're at that level, anything more than that, you're just dead. You'll die. So it's like every 36 hours, they're talking to this girl. She's like, every 36 hours, I'm getting $150. Don't know where it's coming from, but I'm acquiring that money because I like one way or another, like bricks are going through windows. Like that's what.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks. Like addiction's a fucked up thing. But like that's why I'm like can't support it. But in the neighborhoods that I grew up in, like as a teenager, hung out in, kind of. It was a lot of guys. I would hang out at this White Castle all the time. Have we talked about this? We would just hang out at White Castle because there's not shit to do. You know what I mean? They're open 24 hours. So like, if you can't drink and you're in this little bullshit like speed trap town, what are you gonna do?
Right.
If you want to hang out with your buds, you go to either Steak and Shake, or you go to White Castle so you can hang out all night.
We went to this gas station that had a pizza shop connected.
Yeah, there you see.
It's the same.
So in these environments,
almost
in these environments, I think it's a really positive thing because you see a lot of just like. Who the fuck are these people?
Yeah,
you see a lot of truckers, a lot of guys who are just kind of in and out, a lot of drifters, a lot of hobos, a lot of Travises and Trevors, a lot of guys who like work for like a landfill. Like the one I hang out, there was a speedway. A lot of stories, a lot of misdemeanor charges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I
think you can smell a misdemeanor charge and you can also smell a felony on someone.
Yeah, for sure. You can eyeball it.
Actually, you know what? I don't think you can.
Really?
I think you can. I think you can. Well, how am
I can tell if a person's been to prison. I can look at someone and I'd be like, dude, you've done time.
I can look.
You're hardened.
I'm never gonna look at someone that looks like they've been to prison and then they tell me they haven't. That's not gonna happen. But potentially, you might meet someone they're like, oh, by the way, I'm a convicted felon. Because I have a friend like that, and you would have never guessed it.
Yeah, well, listen, there outliers, yes, but I'm just talking about in the towns you grew up in, a lot of small town weed dealer type guy who just kind of like sells weed to like high schoolers, dude. People who work at the speedway by your house, they just haven't selling little blunts, whatever.
If a guy is wearing a T-shirt that's 3 sizes too big, he's either
white guy.
Yeah.
With cornrows.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, not even necessarily cornrows.
I'm
saying all he needs is like an oversized T-shirt. And that in my hometown, maybe, earrings will do too. Yeah. Like just studs, like diamond studs, cubic zirconium studs. If you see that, like he's a couple days away from like violating parole, getting a drug charge or something.
These are the small town. The small town shithead.
But sometimes I feel like
that's what they are. They small town shithead.
Yeah, it's not even like, oh, I want to sell drugs because it's lucrative, or I want to sell drugs because I like drugs. It's more just like, I want to be a shithead. Yeah. This is like, I like going to jail. I like people talking about me being in jail.
And I do want to preface one thing. I want to say this. The drug dealers we're talking about and the drug addicts, these are not like the like social issue ones like you see on The Wire that are like victims of circumstance. Half of these guys, their dads own car dealerships.
Yeah, it's true.
They own housing companies.
Right.
They are high up at some kind of like weird, trade, like electrical contracting, drywalling, something like that.
They're not destitute.
They got money. No, they have all the avenues.
Right.
To be somewhat useful.
Because we're from similar towns.
Yeah, we're talking about Coleraine, Ohio, Norwood.
Yeah,
maybe not as much Norwood.
It's like, dude,
privileged little, like, just small town shithead.
Yeah, or just like you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
And you're choosing
to be
squander.
a shithead because you think it's cool. It's like your way to stand out in like a, you see Scarface once and you're like, yo, I'm getting a knife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bam.
You listen to like a little too much Hot 107.9. It's a rap station in my town.
Yeah.
Or,
101, The Wiz.
Whatever. Yeah, dude. I mean, you should have listened to a little more extreme 96.3. Yeah. I don't know what that would have done to you.
Should have listened. Dude, they would have turned into like, Powerlifter Nickelback fans.
Better.
Who work, like, manage a BW3s.
More annoying.
Probably hit their girlfriend, but they, like, split custody.
Yeah.
Lives at his mom's house half the time. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These are the characters of the ever-evolving small-town, white trash town narrative we keep building through this podcast.
Okay, yeah, no. Well, it's like what we're... It's okay, but here's the thing.
Piece by piece, we'll have a cast of characters.
So I used to work at a lake. It was public park, all right? So it's a lake. I was a lifeguard, public park, city pays for us, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there were a lot of riffraff, dude.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of riffraff. And I would notice, and we all noticed this, all the lifeguards were like, dude, are the white trash girls here like ridiculously hot? Because they were just with these like, dude, scumbag loser dudes, just always getting into trouble and stuff. Like the cops were always just like dealing drugs or like just causing trouble.
Like found themselves attached to ne'er-do-wells.
Yes.
Often. And you're like, why? Like, and I'll tell you why. And this is the unfortunate side of things. It's often there's a lack of a male father figure. Lack of a guy, a strong, positive male.
I think
you know what I mean? And it goes both ways. Like if you're a guy and you don't have like any kind of like mom figure in your life, you're like, I fuck bodies.
Yeah.
And then you're like, get out next. Like that's the opposite of that.
You think so? That's how that manifests itself?
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, guys just who don't respect women is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they attract each other.
They do, and that's why sparks fly. Have you ever seen one of these relationships? These are the people who are screaming at like a Meijer.
Oh,
or like slamming things at an Arby's. You know, like the relationship is so toxic that it cannot even stay contained to like their immediate lives. It just gets deflected on who's ever around them.
Yeah, they're a time bomb.
They're hurricanes of drama.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's always like, and you're just like, someone kill the other one already. Like, that's the final form. Is there? Someone's gonna kill the other one.
Dude, a lot of times though, those dramatic outbursts, a lot of times they're performances for everyone around them though.
Yeah.
To draw attention to themselves.
Yeah, they're people. Yeah, they're just little. They want attention.
They want to validate their existence.
Yeah. You'll just be at like a Target and you just hear something like, Ricky, I don't know. Like, why are you getting all these DVDs? He's like, fuck, I'm my own fucking man, dude. I have money. Like, what are you? And you're like, wow, you're arguing about money.
Yeah.
In a Target.
Right.
Like, come on, dude. It's all his name's Ricky. Her name's like
Trish, dude.
Trish. No. That's old. Well, these people are 28 to 32.
Okay.
Just on the division between fun youth and like being a gross old version.
Yeah, because if you're sexy having an outburst, it's like kind of interesting.
They're like kind of okay.
Yeah.
Like they look all right. Again, he probably works at a B-Dubs.
Yeah.
She serves at the B-Dubs. It's always like people who found like they both worked at an Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And then it's like he was in the kitchen. She was like a server.
Dude, well, I told you.
And their relationships explode, and it causes the value of the Olive Garden goes down. Because people are getting fucked up in drama, shit's not getting done, people are calling off. Like, it's a whole thing, dude.
I told you, I mean, I worked at a Papa John's, and I've told the story, but fuck it, I'll tell it again. There was this guy, he was the manager, his mom was the actual manager, and he was like, whatever, directly under, all right?
Yeah.
And he like had impregnated, I don't know, he had impregnated one girl. That was his girlfriend, right? So she was pregnant. She was really nice. She was really cool. Yeah. But then he was also fucking this other girl, one of the phone girls.
Yeah.
And like everyone knew.
And then you're just like, well, how am I involved in this?
But it almost like, dude, here's the weird thing. it's not even like, I feel like if a mature person was like cheating on their girlfriend, it would be a bigger deal. But this is just, it honestly just
it's
felt
just fucking.
it's just like, this is the lifestyle.
They're just fucking.
And she
like,
knew.
It's not a romantic thing at all. Like,
I think
it's
it
just
weirdly is a romantic thing, though. It's something that I cannot understand because she knew, they both knew, and I'm like,
everyone
dude,
knows, and you're like, why is this not exploded yet?
Right.
Like,
right?
yeah, I know. Dude, I've been involved in many of those. You know, in the places I've worked, it's like,
I feel like the real people, like the real people that are just like emotionally. I'm not. You know what? Those people were not emotionally mature, and even as a 21-year-old or whatever, 20-year-old, I was more emotionally mature than them. And there were other people in the store that were like 16 and 17 that just like their first jobs.
Me too, dude. When I worked at the pizza shop, I told you the story of the guy who's like, I'm going to McDonald's where I belong.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, dude, I'm 10 years ahead of you, and you're 30. What does that mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's because the like 16-year-olds that I'm like working with, folding boxes with, and they're looking at me like, dude, it's crazy here, man.
Dude, you see all these Baby Yoda memes now of like, so it's always just like, kind of scared when something's happening. You need a folding boxes meme because it's always like a guy folding boxes with 7 people screaming behind him. Like, well, I don't know why you got to bring this shit to work. Like, I knew, like, you just have a Papa John's, 12-incher.
Dude.
You're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
are they gonna punch?
Right.
Are you gonna hit a woman? The cops are coming.
I feel like if a fight did break out, here's the thing: if a fight did break out at a fast food place you worked at, you like if it would have broke out at the Papa John's I was at, everyone that was like emotionally involved in the drama would start beating each other up, but like no one would beat up the people that weren't involved. They'd just be like, oh yeah, leave him out of it because he has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like leave Joey alone. He's just trying to do his job here.
You're just folding. You're like, hey, listen, guys, it's not my place to butt in. Even though we're at work, but that's whatever. Like,
if you don't give a shit about this Papa John's franchise, best believe I don't give a shit.
One time when I worked at this laser tag place, 2 of the managers were like dating.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I like went in the break room and they're like clearly standing, like having an argument. And they're like, hey man, we need the room.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is work.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, get out of
I'm
here.
on my break.
I'm eating my Penn Station sandwich here and you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Right? Or you can talk in front of me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, pick your poison.
This is my room to break.
Yeah, this is it. I'm not going to go sit outside on the corner like a, degenerate because you guys can't get there.
Yeah.
What are you even arguing about? Like, it was about like, oh, he wanted to go to a concert with his friend and said to her, like, shut up, Like, it's always about the dumbest shit at these jobs. It's always about the dumbest shit. And then sometimes it's about the realest shit. Like, sometimes it's like, you killed my baby. You killed my fucking baby. And you're like, whoa, shit. Okay, you guys... It's never somewhere in the middle.
You can tell if they're asking you to leave the break room because someone killed a baby. Because then it's like, hey man, you walk in and you don't even need to let them to ask you leave. You're like, there's some bad energy.
I've been in there. It's like warm, like you can feel your
like body heat
on your skin. You're like, ooh.
These people are so angry. They change the temperature of the room.
When I worked at Raw's Pizza, there was the owner they were a married couple, old guy, old lady. He was like, whatever. He's a shithead. He was secretly fucking the manager. There was this girl. Then there was this guy, Steve, the pizza delivery driver we've talked about. Big, fat Mario guy. Yeah. He was fucking this girl, Tracy, who also worked in the kitchen, but she was pregnant with another guy's kid.
Crazy.
And they would have like prego sex in their car, and she would like smoke cigarettes and stuff like that, and no one said anything. She was like 9 months pregnant, smoking cigarettes, and I was like, hey, this is fucked up. And I was like, told my manager, I'm like, are you okay with this? And he's like, it's not, it's her life. I'm like,
yeah, dude.
You guys are all nuts. Like, you're all crazy.
Yeah, dude. You gotta just don't get involved.
Don't get involved. Just be there. Be the one. But then here's the problem about not getting involved, is that people see you then as a neutral party. And then they start coming to you. And like deflecting, like, can you believe that fucking Susan did this? And you're like, well,
don't engage. Don't get involved.
That's what I've always done. I'd be like, yep, sounds like your problem.
I remember one time. Actually, this is the same. Okay, I gotta go. I'm telling a story about John Cooper. Good dude. I actually had something to say about the same guy way back when we were talking about riffraff at the beach.
Yeah.
And hot girls being attracted to these like riffraff drug dealing no good doers.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I'm gonna buy an Atlanta Falcons hat, man. He's like, dude, these chicks are so hot. I think I'm buying an Atlanta
I'm going
Falcons
to the
hat.
Lids, the mall.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I'm getting me a Michael Vick engraved.
I'm gonna get a Michael Vick jersey that's 4 sizes too big for me, and an Atlanta Falcons hat. And I'm gonna get laid.
Yeah, I'm gonna get laid. We live in Lawrence, Indiana,
Right.
And I'm wearing a Falcons
And probably
fucking
HPV.
jersey. Or like you know what it was for a long time was like the powder blue LaDainian Tomlinson Chargers jersey.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, wow, that guy's got swagger for days. Dude.
Okay,
white
yeah, dude.
shorts,
Yeah,
like
man.
white baggy ass shorts.
Like athletic shorts, like basketball type things.
Yeah,
or?
it could be, but
Okay.
usually like white cargo
White
shorts.
cargos,
And
yeah.
like a long LaDainian Tomlinson, and then like, definitely some DCs.
Oh, okay.
Some
All
Etnies,
right.
and then
What a look, man.
guy, game. What could his name be? Nick.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like a
pretty
Nick.
standard names.
It's like a Nick.
Yeah, nothing
It's
too
kind of
crazy.
like a menacing, weird snake name.
Yeah.
Nick. Can you trust like a Nick?
We know Knicks.
I don't trust. Dude, if your name's Nick, I'm not gonna give you my bank account info. You know? What I mean?
Don't do that. Don't do that for anyone.
I'm just saying.
Uh,
Yeah, that was a common guy too. And always had. We've talked about this too. Has a girlfriend. You're like, how old is she? And you're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
You're at least 29. You look like Fred Durst. This girl, is she in like technical school or like is she in college? Like you don't
Just
know.
get her GED. Don't get involved.
Don't get involved, man. You're like,
Oh, it's okay. So John Cooper, same guy, Atlanta Falcons hat.
Yeah.
One time I was like, we were working at the lake. So I was in an argument with my brother. I'm probably like 19 or something. And my brother's 20. And we were in an argument and we tried to get Cooper involved, right?
oh,
We were like, Cooper, what do you, and then Cooper just says, hey, you know what, guys, it's between you.
oh yeah, that guy rules. Then that guy's smart. That's what you do. Be like, hey, can you just fucking work it out? We're dudes.
Yeah,
Can't
he was just like,
sort
you know
of
what,
shit.
guys, I don't really care and I don't want to get, and then, you know what, my brother and I felt like a couple of idiots.
Yeah.
We were like, you know what, let's just not get people
If
involved
they're
in petty
not willing
bullshit.
to take a side, that usually means this is about something stupid.
Yeah.
If there's a clear right and wrong.
Oh, I'm
wrong.
sure it
Usually
was.
someone will be like, dude, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's like over. But if he's like, I'm not getting involved, then it's like,
It was one of those things where it's just like, it's one of those things where you could just say, how about you guys never talk about this again? And then it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It would never manifest itself in the future, the fact that we never resolved the argument. So just,
Yeah.
both of you guys are annoying and
it's annoying.
stop talking.
Why are we arguing at this Blockbuster right now? We're trying to go out and meet chicks.
Right.
Like, let's not lose focus on the goal.
Yes.
We were going out to meet chicks.
At the
mall.
Blockbuster.
Or maybe find some artsy chick at the Panera. I don't know.
Did you ever hit on chicks at the mall, dude?
Yeah, I did. But that's because I worked at a mall.
Yeah, okay.
And I would not like the people who went there. That's creepy.
Oh.
It would be like other chicks who like also worked at the mall.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because
okay,
you know,
yeah.
you meet everyone who like works at all stores. And you like go over, like say what's up,
Yeah.
Be friend. Like our store was right next to a jeweler. Like one of those bullshit, like K jeweler or whatever.
Okay,
So there'd be
yeah.
a lot of like younger chicks working there.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
Because they're there to flirt and be like,
Yeah, you go there and flirt. You know,
Uh-huh.
just talk shit.
Yeah.
Talk about drama. Yeah. There's also a Foot Locker across the way. Which, by the way, talk about like trashy white chicks, dude. If you're a white chick who works at a Foot Locker in the mall, bro, you're a tornado of drama. You're one of them.
more burnt rubber, dude.
Yeah, a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
A lot of star tattoos.
Okay. Nautical stars.
It's just regular stars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the star out. This is the ultimate trashy, dude. Is the chick with the black outline star tattoos like on her
On her
like,
pelvis.
waist? Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, Whoa.
Still hot.
Then you know what that means? Sparks are gonna fly.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Different kinds.
Yeah, dude. And again, also like the white guy drug dealer, also a guy who works at Foot Locker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. I remember, dude, when I was in 8th grade, all right, I was not cute. I was like, 8th grade,
Yeah,
I was
you had
like,
acne, right?
oh, peak acne.
It's bad.
So I was like still kind of fat. I was, you know what I mean? I was still kind of fat, but it was like acne was, you could hardly tell I was fat because the most pronounced thing about me was my acne.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, it's the kid with the acne. Versus if I had no acne, you'd be like, oh, he's a kind of chubby kid, right?
Yeah.
So I remember we would go, my buddy Dan and I, we got on like a kick of, we were like, let's talk to women. Let's talk to girls that work at the mall.
Chicks, yeah.
Dude, I remember we talked to a lot of girls and it was successful, dude.
Yeah, you just gotta go talk to people.
It's I was hideous, dude. And we looked like we were 8th graders, and we were talking to girls that worked at the mall, and they were. I remember it. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm methadoning out right now. But I remember being like, now I look back and then I'm like, dude, confidence gets you so far.
Oh, dude, of course.
Of course. For some reason, we had enough confidence to talk to women and like flirt with them. And we were like gross 8th graders.
Yeah.
We probably smelled bad. But we were just like, I guess, somewhat charming. And
yeah, you're probably a little, I don't know, if you're a little fat with acne. Or maybe they just also like flirting, and they're just like, whatever.
I think
I'm
was
not
it.
gonna fuck these guys.
That's what it was.
You're not telling me a story where we're like, yeah, dude, we went to the mall, and then we fucked all those girls at the mall. That's not the story you're telling.
It's not. I think I can't believe that people were nice to us.
Yeah, they're just kind. Maybe they're just nice girls. They're just wholesome girls who work in the mall. They like flirting too, so they're just nice to.
It's entirely
like,
possible.
No, you're like, yeah, dude. Me and my friend Dan were like, we decided we're gonna talk to girls, and then we went and we fucked every chick who worked at the Victoria's Secret at the mall. I'd be like, that's crazy. Confidence. You must have been really confident. They could also just been patronizing because they're like, I'm 17 and you're 13.
Yeah, that's probably.
I think you're brothers in my class. Like, are you?
I think what it was ultimately we were so non-threatening, and probably so like unsexualizable that they were like,
it was like, this is
these kids are
adorable.
funny.
These kids are cute.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
We were being patronized, but
dude, it's like Wendy in the Sandlot. That girl, she
it's
like
been a
blows
while.
him a kiss. The kid is like hitting on her.
Yeah,
she's like, dude, we ain't gonna be.
You ain't getting none of this, but I'll throw you a bone.
Yeah, exactly. Throw a bone to a dog. That's all it is. You're a little pup scratching at the door. Like, I'm not gonna let you in, but I'll throw you a little treat.
I wonder, like these, like there's a lot of cases where these like hot teachers are having sex with like 15-year-old boys and stuff.
That's happened for
dude,
a long time.
But like,
it's not new.
How do you think these boys are like so charming that the girls like,
Dude,
what?
I don't know.
What do you think it is?
I really don't know. Like dude,
isn't it wild?
First, there's absolutely no way that a 15-year-old can be charming. They can't, dude. They're all shitheads. Like, you could never. There's no 15-year-old who like is cool enough to like look like you'd be like.
I think there is. I think there is.
I don't think there are.
Because I think I mean, I don't know. We need to find some like testimonials, like someone testifying in court, like one of these women that went to prison for child molestation.
Yeah, I would like to
reason.
see some interviews of that.
Yeah.
I would like to know what their motive was. Maybe it's like a power thing where maybe they've been like disrespected by men in their life, so like I can take advantage of some little white stud, Maybe, dude.
I
don't know.
We got to get to the bottom of that.
That's a thing I don't know. I really don't understand it because like men are just gross, so they're all like sexual predators.
Right.
But like for a girl, and it's usually like a good-looking chick,
always,
and like to be able to like, I'm willing to throw my career away.
My life
for this 15-year-old kid named Ben. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who, works at FYE. Like what, Like what is that?
No, it's not the boy that works at For Your Entertainment Music. It's the boy. It's always they go for like the jock, dude.
Oh, you think so?
It's always that. It's
Really?
Always that because they go for him
the stud.
because he's desirable.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're
betting early like when you're 18, you're going to be a football player.
I think
that's it.
Yeah, and I also think there's the thrill of doing something dirty and wrong because we're all human beings, and it's hot.
That's for sure got to be the biggest factor.
Yeah,
I don't think it's about like status. So they're not gonna be like, wow, Travis, you threw that ball so well in the game against Elder High School last night. You're gonna be good someday. Let's fuck. Like that's not what's happening.
No, it's more like you hear Brittany and Tisha talking about how hot Travis is, and then you're like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I guess
I'll show these little bitches.
Yeah.
You think they're like competing with the girls in the high school? That's what I'm saying?
I think so. Pure speculation.
Yeah, of course. We don't know. If anyone does know, if there's a woman who listens to this podcast, I don't think that there are. I would like to hear a female perspective on this.
This would be great.
I would really enjoy to hear that. If anyone, send us a message.
I have a let me ask you, mate.
Hell yeah.
Okay. What are like what? Who do you think is the?
Let me ask you something. Can I ask you something? 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 Ask you something. What you want to ask me?
A band or an athlete or someone where they're the number 2 to a definitive other band that is the number 1, and it's obvious. Like okay. So I have 2.
I'm thinking of like bands first. That might be easy.
Okay. I'll give you my 2 for bands.
Forever, number 2.
It's this band. Okay, I think it's Beach Boys and the Beatles. Okay. And Pearl Jam and Nirvana.
I disagree.
Okay.
Pearl Jam's huge. And they're not like the thing is like, oh, they'll never be the main one. It's not about like status. It's about like, oh, you'll never be the main one. When people think of grunge in the 90s and they can only name one band, what band are they going to name?
It's Nirvana.
It's going to be Nirvana.
Right.
I get what you're saying a little bit.
They're the number 2, and you could potentially mistake their music.
Let's be clear about one thing: the Beach Boys would never even come close to how many records the Beatles sold.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they sold a shit ton of records.
Right.
But the Beatles are like, it wasn't even close.
Right.
You can't even do that with the Beatles. But you know who it would be like on a more micro scale? The Backstreet Boys.
And NSYNC.
NSYNC is always gonna be.
You're right.
Always.
You're right.
Forever in time, NSYNC will be the number 1. They were the hottest. They were hotter. They had more hits, more personalities. JT blew up. Lance, he's gay, and I guess he went to the moon or something. I don't fucking know. Joey Fat One was killed by a motorcycle guy. No, he wasn't. I'm just trying to get that spread. And then,
just trying to start rumors for no reason.
And then Chris went on to start Rage Against the Machine. So...
Who?
You know.
What? Oh, I'm like, what? I thought you were like
Chris was the guy with like the weird dreads and insane.
Oh, yeah. He had the drug problem. Or no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm thinking of Backstreet Boys.
Is there one we're forgetting?
Okay, Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears.
Christina Aguilera is always number 2.
She's the number 2.
Britney was always number 1.
Yeah, it was like those were the obvious ones. Also,
sometimes they're less obvious though, like Blink-182, Green Day.
Interesting.
That's tough. That's one people are pretty divided on
because
they're different camps of people.
You know what? To make it more definitive, you know what I was gonna say?
What?
I was gonna say Blink-182 and Sum 41.
Oh, that's not even. That's not even a conversation.
You know what? You're better.
Yours
is better. Yours is better than mine.
It's Green Day, Blink-182.
Also,
who sold more records? Probably Green Day.
Prince, Michael Jackson.
That was also not even close.
Yeah, but still.
No, it's not even a conversation.
But there's 3 categories. Similar
close, though. There's like blowouts, hard to decide, not even a conversation. Prince and Michael Jackson, not even a conversation.
Okay.
MJ was an icon. How do you think he worked? Do you imagine how fucking famous you have to be, where parents will let you bang their kids?
Yeah.
That's fucking fame.
If Prince was a creep, he probably could have banged a couple kids. And now it's the most offensive thing we've ever
Every
said.
time, dude. I didn't say it. He didn't want to, though. He was into chicks and men. He just wanted to fuck grown-ups.
He seemed like very like he
Prince's
knew
legacy.
what he was gonna. He was like he seemed like a guy that knew what he wanted, man.
I think he let on that he was a creep, so that when you get to know him, you realize
just a guy.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I think Prince was a good dude. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Can
you think of
who else, dude? These are good.
You know what it really is? It's who's the ultimate poor man's version.
The poor man version. Yeah. Dude, I want to go all across the board with this. Gordon Ramsay, Bobby Flay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is Bobby Flay kind of an asshole?
Yeah, but Bobby Flay's a dick, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Whereas Gordon, it's always the flip side, dude. Gordon's an asshole on TV, and he appears to be a good family man.
Sweetie patootie, yeah.
Bobby Flay's a charming guy on TV.
Yeah.
And Bobby Flay's a piece of shit, a philanderer.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, fucking what's her name?
Me too. And
with their tits always out, that Italian chick.
Oh, really?
And then I guess that's what people speculate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else, dude?
Okay. Here's a real. I mean, this is real basic, but Brad Pitt and not Guy Ritchie, Australian dude. What am I trying to say? Memento. Help me out here.
Oh fuck.
Guy Pearce.
What?
You know Guy Pearce? Memento.
Bro.
What?
Not a conversation.
Okay.
Brad Pitt is like the most recognizable Hollywood man.
You know what? You
know what you're really thinking is George Clooney, Brad Pitt. Oh, that's really what you were trying to think of.
Well, I guess for me, and
then when all the old ladies die, it's gonna be Brad Pitt's the second generation of George Clooney.
Yeah, so that's why.
So like older, like cougars,
right?
Like they want a George Clooney. Whereas like younger chicks are like, I would fuck Brad Pitt.
Actually,
I gotta believe that's what's going on.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I think if like
Clooney's old,
the bearing of the torch, hottest man.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's in there.
He is?
Is he? He's a third place.
No.
He's not Brad Pitt.
I think the torch was handed from Robert Redford to Brad Pitt.
No.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt are very close in age.
What are you talking about, Robert Redford? First of all, we got Steve McQueen.
Yeah, but I'm saying Robert Redford for sure. Of the next,
what's his name? James Dean?
No. Yeah, but these are like
James Dean's he was the
yeah, but he died so young, dude.
That's why, dude. James Dean, Marlon Brando, if you want to go back a generation.
I would say Brando hands it to Redford to Pitt.
Redford's not in the mix. He's not. You got to accept that. Robert Redford is not in the mix, dude.
Wow.
I don't even know what he looks like. He's so old.
He looks a lot like Brad Pitt.
I bet he does, but we don't know. He doesn't have the mystique, dude.
Okay.
So replace him with someone else. Who are we leaving? Ryan Gosling's in the mix.
Wait, we got
these are like the primo studs.
We keep Brad Pitt.
Their acting is second.
It has
to their
to be
looks.
yes, because like Ryan Gosling is too young.
No, Ryan Gosling's absolutely in the mix.
Oh,
he's like the younger generations one.
I got it.
The Notebook.
Yeah, no, but they're too. And
then guys, here's the critical factor.
He's
I do
want to
make this
version
point.
than the poor man.
I have to make this point. Okay. This is a critical factor here.
Okay.
They have to be the stud actor has to be highly sexually desired by women and highly revered by men. Like every guy wants, like, God, dude, I wish I was Ryan Gosling. Right. That's a critical factor. It can't.
And
just
I don't
be
think
one
Ryan
or the
Gosling
other.
has that.
I think he does. What guy do you know who's like, dude, I would fucking kill to be Ryan Gosling?
What, you think he has that?
I think so. I think men are like, damn, I wish
because you need
guys want to be Brad Pitt.
You need the ladies' man and the man's man.
Yes. I think Ryan Gosling's got it, dude. I personally do.
I think there's a lot of guys that would call him, think he's kind of
He's
a
been
bitch.
really, maybe when The Notebook came out, but I think after that, like the movies he's done, like Drive, Place Beyond the Pines.
Okay. All right, speaking of which, I think I have
Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah. All right.
So it's working up. It's Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt, George Clooney.
Dude, I swear to God, those are only like 2 years apart. Brad Pitt and George Clooney are basically the same age.
Why do I think Clooney's older then?
Because Brad Pitt's
James Dean,
he's taking
Marlon
his shirt
Brando.
off all the time.
Who's in between George Clooney and James Dean?
I don't know, dude. I'm 30. I know, dude.
This is the greatest conversation that's ever happened.
I'm not digging through the Criterion collection like you watching.
Well, these are big names, you know. Either way, okay. So
I have another one. Though.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, okay, in terms of like bearing of the sexy torch, I think there's something to be said for Brad Pitt bearing the torch to Matthew McConaughey, and then
I think I see them as the same gen.
Okay, and then also, could we say that Bradley Cooper is poor man's Matthew McConaughey?
For sure.
You like that?
Yeah, for sure. Bradley Cooper's great. He's good looking, but he's not like icon status. Brad Pitt's an icon.
Yeah.
And for sure.
One thing I've noticed is like, in terms of actresses, there used to be huge name actresses, but now I feel like it's very flavor of the week. Like, who do you think's the biggest actress? Well, it's Sandra Bullock, but behind her
of this generation, right now in Hollywood.
Sandra Bullock is the new Julia Roberts. What do you think of that? No. Oh, I feel like that's the best thing I've ever said in my life.
Sandra Bullock is a poor man's Julia Roberts, but she's not the next one. The biggest, in my opinion, right now, the biggest female actress in Hollywood, the person everyone wants of our generation, the one of this, not talking old. You can't go be like, oh, Meryl Streep. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about current top dog.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie.
Ooh.
Margot Robbie's the top of the crop right now. She's the new one. She was fantastic in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Wolf of Wall Street. I, Tonya was great. She's super hot. She's the top of the crop right now. And then before her, had to have been like...
I have two thoughts.
See, the name. What are the names? Jennifer Aniston's in there.
It's TV though.
I feel like Julia Roberts handed it to Jennifer Aniston. She passed the torch to her.
What about
And then after that, I don't know.
What's her name? Monster.
Sandra Bullock.
No, Monster, the movie. Oh no. I think there's a case for Halle Berry, but there's also who is this actress?
Yeah.
Who am I trying to say? Blonde hair. She's in the movie Monster. They made her look super ugly.
I don't remember.
She's in. Dude.
I don't think I ever saw Monster.
Holy smokes. Who is.
Oh, no. Well, just Google Monster.
Yeah. I'll entertain the people. She was in Monster. She was in a new movie called Gringo. She was in a movie called Tully. But what were her big hits? She was in The Talented Mr. Ripley. Super attractive. She's ageless. I think she's in some sort of whiskey commercial.
Mila Kunis?
No. Everyone's in a whiskey commercial now. Scarlett Johansson does a whiskey commercial.
Charlize Theron.
Thank you.
She's great. I don't think she's top dog status.
Really?
Jennifer Aniston's a top dog. Jennifer Aniston was an icon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julia Roberts was an icon.
She's Queen Bee, though.
She's up there. We're talking about icons, dude.
Who's poor man's Beyonce? We'll wrap on this. Who's poor man's Beyonce?
Oh, dude, we're going for another 2 hours.
Are we? Okay. Yeah, we can do a two-parter. Who's poor man's Beyonce?
Poor man's Beyonce?
Is it one of the other
I don't want
Destiny's
to talk
Child?
out my ass. No, it's not.
Is it Rihanna?
It's Rihanna.
Isn't that wild?
It is wild.
To be so successful, but then also
Beyonce
be the poor man's
is like so high at the top.
Yeah.
It's not even a close second behind her. And who would be second? It would have to be Rihanna. I saw this like infographic. It was talking about like the most streamed artists, and it was showing as time went on.
Yeah.
Dude, Rihanna's like up there.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone loves Rihanna.
But she's still like Beyonce.
But she'll never be Beyonce.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? This is fun, dude. This could be done for anything. Fucking Wonder Bread or Sunbeam. That everyone always knows Wonder Bread's one, Sunbeam's second, the yellow one
debate.
And they're like, "Fuck, our packaging's so much better. There's just white with dots on it."
Yeah,
and they're like, "Doesn't matter."
We were here first.
We survived the fucking depression, bitch. Get out of here, you
exactly.
little yellow
We fed
bitch.
World War II soldiers, dude.
Yeah, we do. We were in Normandy.
Okay, you want to do another one? Or are you good?
I can't think of any more.
Okay, yeah. Well,
dude, I thought of this could. I have something that like is so stupid that this is either gonna be hilarious or like the dumbest shit.
Well, it's at the end, so we can cut it.
Okay.
It's just stopped right here.
I was watching this video, and did I send it to you? It was like this Japanese video game was making up names for American baseball stars.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
And it was like clearly like a computer was trying to think of. It was like Bronk Tomster, and like they just like it didn't add up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like AI. How far do you think we can go, like tit for tat, of naming like fake AI names? Like,
right now?
Bronk Turking. Like names that are just like Bryfe Starler. Like say like the computer just like didn't get it right. Did he mean Brett?
Mock Tristo. That's like a
Tonk Tomlin.
This is and that's the end of the episode.
No, keep going.
Dirt Tasselberry.
Dirt Tasselberry. Yeah, think of like baseball names. Like a guy who'd be a baseball player. That's the name you're going for.
Yeah.
Bronk Furman.
You already did Bronk.
I didn't do Bronk. Keep going.
All right. Sand Towster.
Sand is weird, but all right. Riff Tinkin.
Oh. Slit Magunt. Dude, I hate this.
Dunstan Dahmer.
Trick McMunn. That's a name.
Trick McMunn, center fielder for the Athletics.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be an all-star this year. We gotta stop.
Detrante Wilfon.
Oh, he's a
Dedontre Wilfon.
He's a football player, dude. He's not in the MLB.
Yeah, you can go old NFL too.
Now it's getting racial.
What? That was just name names. The goal is to do it tit for tat without a skip.
McMario Sandstrom.
Tariff Tonsilberry.
Bickle Trouse.
Catfish Conquerville.
What are we doing? That's not a name.
I know. That's the funny thing. But you're like, could it be someone's name? But you're not quite sure.
Catfish would be his like nickname. You know what I mean?
Sure.
His real name is like
we don't know.
Thomas. You know? Yeah. Do you have more?
Trent Cliffberry. Did I say Cliffberry?
We've done so many berries, dude. You still going?
Trance Palmer.
I'm out.
All right, yeah, we should end that. Okay. I was looking for an improv partner there. You know, I don't even do improv.
Yeah,
That is pretty fucking retarded. If we watch this,
you made it.
We should end it. You made it. If you listen to that and you're still listening, we should have merch because you probably buy it.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
So instead, just like a photo or subscribe.
Yeah.
Do that. Tell someone at a CVS about this.
Yeah. Tell a stranger.